worry about it, FNX.
I was hoping to blink around like a monkey all game.
What you believe in.
Fuck, I gave away, I'm Tracer.
Okay, FNX, teach us something because I'm incompetent.
I can't shoot! What did you do?
Nobody can.
Because you otherwise deal damage and kill the coaches. I don't want to do that.
Who's the coach?
You.
You too.
What? It's Nico.
Like, you know, like 50 times more than I do at least.
What? You can melee.
Ow. Ow.
Jokes on you, I can recall. What? Can I kill this?
No.
Oh no!
Alright.
No,
So,
you're dying.
Okay.
when we approach first point,
Wait, so what do you want to do first? Defense or offense?
offense.
Oh, that's really easy, dude.
And isn't it pretty simple? You just walk up main and then jump top right?
Yeah, but you can spice it up.
Get clear.
And what's that
Tell
spice?
me,
Depending on-
tell me how to spice it up.
Well, depending what you play.
Dive.
I'm guessing like send a tracer back.
Well, you always send the
Always.
tracer downstairs.
I mean, like, well, what can you do? Like,
Dive either.
You play soldier and send him high ground with Zenyatta.
Wait, this is dive?
so you
Yes, it's dive with soldier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Die with soldier, send soldier in the back.
Tracer or soldier Genji.
I would say you play with Genji.
Lights out.
Oh my god. Because the tracer is not gonna be doing anything really. The enemy tracer.
So
She-
you want
she-
like people to
I mean, she would usually play here, yeah, or
so you
below.
want everybody to like take control.
So
of
the
top
tracer's
left
back
first
here,
and then
right?
Jump from
Tracer.
top left, or just like Zen and soldier go top left. Everybody
You-
else goes main.
You have your Zen and your soldier wait up here until the
you
dive
jump.
happens.
Okay.
Yeah, until they have a jump, because in case of the monkey sitting over here, and the Zen and soldier have free range over here. After that, assuming that the dive is going correct.
Yeah, makes sense. Big pulse bomb.
Alright. So, first defense then. What do we usually hold? Do we just do the counter dive thing or?
Well, you can do many things, but probably like counter
I
dive
rest
up here
when
is the
I
best,
done.
I guess. Just from up here, and what do you wait for them to jump you and then go for supports, or
We
you
usually
jump?
we usually do that. We just wait for them to jump us, then look at support.
I mean, you can't really jump first if you hold top left with everybody, but if you go top right with some of the people, they can't jump after like the tanks that jump.
Any advice
So-
for healers? Position
I mean, like,
on the attack.
Jump down.
like behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to, as soon as they dive, you have to fall down.
I mean, what if you have like a diva like right here with the Zen or something, and in the hallway?
But you can't really get pushed into the hallway. If you get pushed into the hallway, you get killed by the tracer.
This will help.
And if they play Pharaoh, then you get mega fucked. Even more.
So don't play in the hallway essentially.
No,
Or
don't play in the hallway.
What about like everybody? I mean, not everybody, but like some people top right,
You mean up where?
the smaller high
center-
ground, where you send soldier.
Well, you
and
can.
Zen.
Well, you can put your monkey there, and when they dive in, the monkey counter dive into them. So he gets the splash damage as well for the jump.
Yeah, but would it be good to have like
Never.
a tracer or something up here as well, so she just jumps the supports?
When I play, and we do this, I play tracer like over here-ish.
So you like watch if anybody flanks or if
Yeah,
tracer tries to.
you can see the tracer coming downstairs, and you can counter dive with the team.
Makes
I
sense.
see. So basically have Tracer in the back and everyone else up here or something.
Well, the monkey is up there as well.
Okay, so like when they dive us, and the people fall down, do you just go back behind the corner and group up, or do you keep engaging?
Depends if you lose someone, of course. I mean, the main thing that we would do would be you put your Anna or whatever you play behind this car.
Being in high.
Behind this car.
It's basically Anna's behind the car when they drive us, essentially.
When they dive, you when you're on Anna, when you see them dive, you turn around and nade behind you, and jump down after. Yes, you nade behind you.
Alright, so when we cap the first
eating
point,
the
when we
nade.
cap the first point, and they all get good spawns, so hold early, what do we do then? Like if they
When you're
all
on
hold
attack.
back here.
Name.
Oh my, I'm sleeping.
Is
Wait,
there
let
like
me do this
something
first.
else you can run
Let me do
instead
this
of
first.
dive on this map?
So
Instead of dive, no, I don't think you can run anything else than dive on this
Traveling
map.
to Numbani.
What did you change?
I changed a lot. I changed a bunch of things. Headshots only now.
I can't shoot still, so what does it matter?
Yes. Melee doesn't work now. That's
Yeah, it does. I mean, you can't headshot with melee, so yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing. Alright, so when we cap first point, what do we do then? We just hold a little bit forward or what?
Well, you want to optimally, I guess, like send somebody to.
I mean, you push obviously when you if you cap first point and they are back.
So you send somebody up here on the high ground to prevent them from using it.
Send like the Genji of the high ground.
Take
Or...
these and again the monkey diva, whoever is really there.
Just a question. If I'm playing Ana, should I swap Ana off when we get to the if we lost the first
Well,
point?
you shouldn't play under on the first point. On defense, I mean on attack.
If we
This
lo-
is
if
attack
we-
right now, eh?
Attack, yeah. So right now we just do attack the whole map, and then we just do defense whole map. Right now it's attack.
Okay, so
attack
when we
second.
attack, basically we try to prevent them from using the high ground up here. You obviously can't take the whole high ground because it's just like too large of an area.
You force them back, so they back all the way back into the hallways up there,
Yeah, you
and
basically.
you get free push. Because if you don't get the free push in the beginning, and you get caught on this corner, it's really difficult to get past.
So it's basically like preventing them from regrouping properly.
Pretty much. If you get held on this corner, you can get held the rest of the game pretty much. If they play decent.
So basically, when we cap first point and we push, we just go to the high ground instantly, or so, or what?
You
And
have
prevent
to
them from grouping up
take
here.
the high ground.
And then when we're back here, up here, then we just have the backline focused until we cap the point, and then have everyone else high ground.
I mean, yeah, but you optimally want to have people here that can just jump away if they get too pressure. So what, like Winston and Genji? To just spam into the hallways? Because if you see them like go down, and if they don't have anything that can access high ground, you can just like pull back into back here to not give them any ult charge, but you still have control of the high ground.
Hello.
I see. So basically, when we're at the high ground, have the Winston and Genji push the hallways, and everyone else on the low ground. What?
Yeah, you just have like somebody here around this like balcony area to keep them inside of the hallways or like force them to go down.
What you should, if you ask me at least, you should always. What the?
What the?
That's a. Hell?
Someone
You need
firing
to
a
play
flare or-
Tracer the rest of the map though after the first point, if you don't have one already.
So I mean, like what we could do with Tracer is like first you help out at the balcony take control of the high ground. And if you force, if we force them off the high ground and force them into the small tunnel area to engage from there, I can just like pull back into here and just flank them when they start engaging. So you guys dive and I like flank through this small room behind them.
I see. So.
Because it's like much harder to engage with Tracer from high ground.
Yep. So force them off the high ground, then flank with Genji. So left what?
Nah, you stay up there with Genji. Unless they like force you back because they pressure you too hard or something.
Makes sense.
Wait, you can shoot with me.
Yeah, because it's a right click
Oh my
ability.
god. Let me see, is there right ability? Oh, this doesn't one shot. Oh, it doesn't headshot. Oh, this one does.
So
Now third point.
On the third point, if you ask me, you don't want to play Genji on the third point.
What do we want
like
to put again?
Soldier or Pharaoh?
I would play something like Soldier or Pharah with the Tracer. Or even McCree.
Basically, toss Genji when we cap second and swap that to Soldier Fire.
I mean, you can keep it if you have Blade.
Yeah, of course.
After the Blade is used.
But if we don't have Blade, we just swap it out.
So do you want to like send somebody high ground instantly to clear it out, or like push them off from it if they're holding it just in case? Small balcony area.
There should always be a monkey sitting up there.
Like our monkey or their monkey?
They're monkey.
So like after we take point, we send like somebody up there to push them off.
1 sec. I can't hear shit for the blizzard.
Usually, in the matches I have seen, the monkey has been staying where the bank shot is right now.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Yeah, so we basically send somebody up here, I mean like through there, and just force the monkey off. And then I guess we have like Soldier and Diva up here or something. Or like at least Soldier.
I mean, we could have. We run a Pharah. We can have a Pharah up around here and just shoot down the Winston if he holds like back here or something. Or we have a Tracer go up the staircases and try to force him up there.
So then like what's
And then when we go around the corner, what do we do then?
after around the first corner?
This will heal you.
So I mean like I guess I think like what you should do here is just like push the payload around the corner unless they engage
Get into
first.
position.
And they'll probably have like a Tracer or something flank here or back there. So we push it like to this corner because they probably won't engage us until we reach the corner if we push them back. So if now that we're here, we send like, so if we have a Pharaoh or a Soldier who's either on this balcony up here or somewhere up in the sky shooting them. And then I'm guessing we send like me as the Tracer either through this hallway or through there to flank them, and then
Allow
we
me
like
to
jump
repair the damage.
So Tracer in this hallway, right?
any of the hallways, like either the left one or the right one. Depends on where they're holding. And then it's basically just jumping and coordination. That's basically it.
And then when they try to stall on this last part, on this part, what do you do then? Do we just fight it out until we cap or?
There's like nothing else you can do except for just hope that they don't get lucky
Yeah,
and that you don't screw up.
Get into position.
I see. So, defense, second point. What do you do then? if we lose the first point.
You have your soldier and Tadyata high ground or mercy or whatever you're playing, and that's sort of it. And it's sort of it.
On this balcony and like back there.
Well, you're likely not going to be able to hold that one
Yeah, no, like I mean.
because they're going to be doing the
poking.
same.
Or
Yeah,
also-
but otherwise you hold the other one.
I was like, well, so what do you like? Do you switch from counter dive on second point, or do you still take that?
No, I mean most people still play dive.
Allow
So
me
you
to repair
hold
the
like
damage.
what high ground with everybody?
No.
you
You
have somebody
you
down?
just have your soldier and a healer up there.
I mean, unless they need help taking it.
Yeah, but they shouldn't really need help with that.
I think
But you
last
can
time
use
when
it.
we played this map, we had the healers and the soldier in a very good position, but we pushed forward too far when the healers were too far away to heal the tanks that could hide. If I remember
So-
correctly, that match.
So we shouldn't engage before they turn around this corner, right?
Yeah, it was kinda nasty that our tanks went behind this bus and the healers didn't have any line of sight to heal the tanks anymore.
Okay, so like we should optimally
Well,
wait for
tanks
the
on
tails
boards.
to be somewhere here to jump them, or yeah. So just like don't engage before the boss.
So don't engage. Before the boss, have the soldier and the healer on high
Get
ground.
into position.
Where's everyone else at then? Are they just in the low ground waiting to dive
Guessing
or
they're
what?
like somewhere around like this corner with cover or something.
Your
Unless
strength
you send
fades.
like, what do you play here? Like Tracer or Genji?
Tracer mainly.
So maybe like,
I mean you always play Tracer pretty much.
yeah, some. I mean, like have me as Tracer either flank them on the right or on the left again.
And then have me on
basically
soldier and
everybody
high ground.
else, I would guess like the other healer is somewhere behind this car or cover or somewhere back here. And then you
Well,
have the
it-
tanks.
play.
Huh?
Depends what you play.
I mean,
It's
you
really
have-
easy to kill as like if let's say you have a Zenyatta and he's sitting behind this car.
So like what? A Zen back here?
I would play
Or,
Zen
like,
up
high
high ground. I would play him high ground.
So we, and then we have the
This will
tanks
restore you.
down here somewhere.
Yeah.
This will heal you.
So is that it? Or
Yeah, 4 second point.
Well, that's kind of it for the. I don't think there's much to the last point really.
Allow
I mean,
me
there's
to
nothing you
repair
can
the
really
damage.
change up.
You could have the soldier up here on this spot. On this grassy part, and then have him on a tree. Yeah.
Oh,
That
you're
way,
gonna
I.
get killed there.
So we should get a Winston up here, right? On this balcony.
Yes,
Or like anybody else with him, or just Winston?
just a Winston. I mean, you can have the Tracer run around up in those halls, but
So when should we start engaging them? After they turn the corner?
when they turn the corner or when they dive, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, in the matches I have watched our matches, what I watched from the watch before, when the Winston was on that enemy Winston was on that balcony. When we came around from the corner, almost all of our team, that's when it was the moment when the Winston jumped us. Right after we came out from the tunnel.
Get into position.
I don't know if that's a viable version to do it, but that's how I remember our team being flanked by the Winston.
Yeah, it's probably the best thing to do.
This will heal you.
Because that's the moment when the Winston gonna get the full hit on the leap, and their diva was the defense matrix on the whole attack.
This will restore you.
So that's basically the first hold, but like what happens if we get pushed back
Yeah.
to like
Back
the
here.
last area? We have like what tanks somewhere here waiting to dive, and like soldier on the balcony when you engage, I'm guessing.
Now the tanks engage soldier by the balcony, I think.
So you have soldier on the balcony, everybody else somewhere down here, and then you just jump them.
Yes. We could have a soldier around this grass part of the grass point and jump around.
I mean, you would usually play the soldier up there somewhere on the left side. Since he's most of the time going to be the target, they will focus, at least better teams. Since the healers can sort of just sit and spawn on this map.
Yep.
I mean, like,
Any use with this part? This right side? Is he also traces or?
I mean, that's sort of where Tracer does her Tracer with Tracer duel.
Anything else?
This right part. This house right here.
Which one do you mean? Oh, you mean in there?
Yeah.
Nothing really ever happens in here. Nobody really uses this.
I mean, if anybody has any idea for any like special stuff or maybe special comps we could try out, you can say so.
How about running death ball on attack
I mean,
on this part?
Mm,
Because like there's no high ground to claim anyway, except for that very last part on the balcony, and that's usually where the defense is anyway.
You can go Ryan on the last point on defense.
On defense?
Yeah, on defense.
Not attack?
I wouldn't really do it on attack though.
So, Ryan, do we keep the Devo stick or swap this area as
You
well?
probably swap it, yeah. But obviously, if they play something like Pharaoh, obviously you don't do it.
Of course not.
Nothing's gonna stop.
is that it?
Yeah.
Pretty much
So-
it.
Anybody has any other ideas?
On attacking first point with dive, we can do what ABK showed us, what London did against Mayhem. By us going main and not even jumping until we go to the backline right side.
Wait, you just go main and to point or what?
Wait, where
Yeah,
is it?
main, but don't go point, go right side where the healers usually are.
Oh, so
we did.
below the bridge.
Like just hug the wall, essentially.
So where? So you go here?
Raising the volume.
You go here, you go here. Wait, I'm gonna wait for everyone else.
Nothing's gonna stop.
So I just hug the right wall.
Yeah, that's what I think that's what
Like,
London did. Yeah,
jump
just
up
hug,
behind them or
Up the
what?
tempo.
hug the wall and jump up behind them, and then make sure the healers drop, and then have everyone focus the healers in the backline. Backline
No.
right side.
What was
No.
it? Okay. So we go follow APK.
Who is he playing? Oh, he's talking.
Spectre.
Big tour.
The thorn in our side.
Okay, so he goes over here. Okay.
Group up with me.
Oh, so you go below this thing?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm so confused as well. It's,
I am loving this.
What do you mean? He means you want to go here, but they will still. You don't get them off the high ground then.
That's a bit.
I'm so confused.
I think it means we force them into the point, and when they
But you
jump.
can't force them into the point if you don't force them off the high ground. They will not go on the point.
But if we are standing on the point, they have to come and contest it.
Well,
Nothing's gonna
yeah,
Or
at one
maybe you
point.
have somebody
but-
like
But they will, yeah, they will. Sure, they will come down, but they will leave the soldier and Zenyatta or whoever's up there, or Anna, I guess, in
Yeah,
this case,
and
up on the high ground, and you lose the fight then.
Feel the healing beat. Let's move it, people.
Need to watch the boss for the.
Yeah, Sam, I need to watch as well.
Yep, and compare.
Move to the beat. Oh, turn it up.
Is that it?
London,
Okay.
Florida.
Oh. Now to accelerate. I see.
Group up. Got it. Okay. Understood.
Yeah, time
Roger.
to heal up.
Okay.
I will be your shield.
So what? Yeah, what else? Anything else? No.
They ran a dive with Moira, and did that strat. Yeah.
Wait, so instead of send,
Instead of
But you
yeah.
can't get up there with Moira.
I mean,
I
I
think
think
that's
the
the-
idea is basically to
Yeah.
force them down somehow.
Shield holding.
No. Oh, I see. The Winston jumps on them, forcing them off high ground, and then have everyone else on point. That way they have to get on the point and get forced off high ground. And then everyone else can just focus on Moira.
Sure, if he can solo force off the soldier from the high ground and Anna. But if he can do that, I don't know.
Shouldn't you have like a diva fly up behind him just to right click him?
No, the Diva was with the team when they did that.
Who did they play?
Mayhem. They played against Mayhem.
Maybe that's why.
I'm guessing it's just like a bluff tactic to make them scared. So basically, like, make them think that you're jumping them, but you actually are.
Let me patch that up.
But everybody's plan is to like jump off the high ground regardless of anything.
That's the soft.
But if they stay on, you just have to do like the normal thing where everybody jumps. But we could try basically bluffing. Ooh.
My barrier can't take much more. My barrier's down. Giving you a little extra. Good as new.
I mean, if you have any other suggestions, you can just say like literally anything stupid you can think of. Just say it.
Wait, no. The Winston jumped into them, then he jumped straight back to point with everyone else. So that was a
Well, he
bluff.
can't. He can't jump up there without Diva, so yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Get in
So he
there.
jumps down with the team, and they just regroup on the point, wait for them to drop down.
Well, what do you expect? Armoring you up. Shield holding.
We don't run that ball on the money, ever, except for third.
I mean, where would it work really? There's high ground on all the points, except
Yeah,
for the
but
last one, really.
Yeah, the last one. That's what I usually mean. Because like the last one usually the best part
Well,
of that.
what if you like maybe theoretically like go death ball like up here?
I mean,
Like just go up here and maybe have a Reaper since they will jump us and everything.
yeah,
That's
that
all
could work. But
So you basically like send like rain soldier and I'm guessing whatever the second tank is like out here. And then they'll probably engage us, and when they engage, like a Reaper just walks up from the hallways and gets the tanks. I mean, theoretically it could work.
This is all
Big
part
right
of the
click.
learning process.
Ah.
So yeah, we could try this, definitely.
Yeah, we can try that. But if it doesn't work, then we have
Better.
to change it up. You see.
Of course.
They have the advantage of having the shorter way to the point when they die, so they can easily
Fixing you
flash
up.
their
Oh, great.
against us.
What about brigades with that ball comp? Just have Ryan
Brigade
stop.
will definitely work against their dive because he can just always stun everyone that dives us.
So what, like Brigade, Reaper,
Brigade Reaper, Ryan, Zarya.
Soldier.
Oh, yeah.
Shield you.
You could do. I have yet to see it in scrims. The only maps where people play Brigade, well, it's mainly banned because nobody likes to play against her and they know it's just gonna get nerfed. It's on what is it called? Some control maps and King's Row.
I mean, like,
Oh, and I've seen her play on Blizzard World as well.
So what would we play instead of Brigida? Like on offense, like Zen, Moira, I guess. since
On
we don't
offense?
Like on this
What
map,
about
if we
Lucio
run
Moira?
that ball.
Lucio Moira and just slam
Yeah,
the
but
point?
we don't really. I mean,
You don't get any value of your healers then.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
I mean, what can they do? They can get to the point, but
so like with this comp, I was thinking like, okay, we take this high ground, we start shooting at them. They're either forced to back off and wait until we drop the point or dive us. In which case, we have a Reaper for that.
And a Brigade if we have that enabled.
Yeah. But if they don't, we can have like a Zen instead for the extra damage, I guess. And so basically the idea is you have Moira up here healing everybody, you have Zen like somewhere back here in this corner and stuff that jumps, and then you have just Reaper and everybody else just walking around. Like, and maybe like if they run Ana and she's back here,
Shield's taking damage.
jump, I think our range to just keep his shield up because she will inevitably use her grenade.
Enemy contact.
Just try to block it that way.
That usually makes sense. What about going the back route up the staircases
Oh, up
to
the
their
hallway.
Yeah, through the hallway.
you get fucked when you do that. Plus, how will you get up there? There will always be a tracer spotting you out.
Huh.
Feel better soon.
And so like if we manage to push them back, we just like I guess keep the soldier and Zen up here and send everybody else down.
There's the risk that they will dive with them then.
I mean, I guess that's why you could have them like up here. Like,
Yeah.
what-
Have the
can just
Brigade,
drop
have the
down.
Brigade and Soldier up here. So if they dive us, then Brigade's gonna cancel that out, and the Winston is gonna die. It's just gonna die essentially.
I mean, depends on if you want to keep the Reaper high ground until they engage. Or if you want him down on point instantly.
I mean, we could try having, I don't know, have both DPS on the high ground. If we have the, if we have the point control, then they have to engage us.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, you'll have to drop anyway if they jump you.
Very true.
I mean, like, yeah, you can have both things up here in the beginning, but then just drop down when they engage. Like, have everybody hold, I mean, Zen and, I mean, either Vegeta or Soldier or Zen and Soldier back here, and then, like, Reaper, like, somewhere here on this these stairs, so if they engage high ground, he can help instantly. If they engage point, he can be there like in a second or two.
So we hold the staircases on the high ground. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
And I'm guessing like our tanks and the other support will be somewhere like within this area.
Mhm.
So the Reaper can help out instantly. In theory, it could work.
What about first point defense with a hog?
Or is I
No.
don't know if that will work.
I was thinking if they go up the hallway.
No, I don't think it will work ever. So they're gonna go and dive, and
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're gonna just dive over here, where, and then they're just gonna fight, I guess, or either dive on you. It's not a decision there.
Makes sense. Oh. The game time ran out, so I have to restart that.
Traveling to Numbani.
Game on.
Wait, what did it change?
No, the game time ran out.
The half an hour went off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, I mean,
Nothing.
like, you can't really do anything else on Numbani defense
Mm.
except for counter dive. Or maybe like if you hold very far back with rain, maybe, but I don't think it would work.
Can we like do a dive with like Widow or something? So we got a pick maybe, or that's not.
I mean, there was a game where they played
Giving you a little extra.
Widow Pharaoh dive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Offense?
Widow
In
Pharaoh?
yeah, in
Yeah,
contenders.
offense.
In contenders. Yes, on offense.
How how did they do that? Was that just a standard dive thing or?
No, not quite.
Like I was thinking about the Willow like goes main, right? And you know, so people are be grouping up here, right? Like supports would be grouping up here, around here, and the Widow peeks out and just gets a pick, maybe tries to get a pick, while we dive in the supports. At the same time, it would be a bad idea because Winston would jump on Widow and you wouldn't do shit.
Hi.
It needs to be a good widow who can
Yeah,
avoid
you
Winston.
just
Yeah.
you just kinda have to like hide the Widow until you engage. Because otherwise the Winston can just jump her from the left high ground.
Yeah, that's what I was
Basically
thinking.
it.
Have the Widow save hook maybe? Just in case they know.
Maybe. Or maybe we dive first and then the Widow comes in.
I mean, what I would probably do if I played Widow is like either... Not, I would probably only do one thing, like, oh no, actually do if... I would definitely wait for the Winston to engage first from the other
I mean, you
high
don't
ground.
want to reveal your Widow until
Yeah.
you have to, because if you do, you're gonna lose your Widow pretty quick.
Also,
Yeah.
I mean, like-
one time I have seen a widow fight like the team pulled, dived the high ground and forced them back to the corridor over there. And the widow came from this other high ground. Widow came up here and started
that's-
shooting.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Probably, yeah.
Have the
Winston
Widow on
dives
high ground
first.
or?
Yeah, you just kinda have to, like, with Widow, you're basically a surprise, you're not consistent.
Mm.
So, you just walk out after fights start, where
Yeah,
people
we
are
should
not
try
expecting.
the Widow at the like very start of the game, and if it doesn't work, the surprise Widow. If that doesn't work, then we have to obviously change it up. The fair like
We could have the Widow's
not
strat.
fair
If,
soldier.
we could have the Widow's strat, and if both teams cap the 3 points, and we attack first, we could have the Widow's strat for surprise. Because they might be expecting the same comp.
The enemy.
No.
Mm.
We have to at least test it out at least once before we can
Of course,
utilize
of
it
course.
more.
Same goes with
I
the
mean,
death bolt.
it definitely could work. It's just like it's all about how the other team positions themselves, like how we jump them.
So, FNX, when we do the Widow Farah thing, is the Farah the front line?
The
character?
Pharah, where are you at the moment?
I'm over here.
The Pharah is playing around this pillar, this corner,
Ah,
and it's just poking until the dive happens.
Yeah, and when the dive happens, I guess like you slowly move up since they'll drop down.
I'd say
And then the
Exor should-
Widow reveals herself.
I'd say Exor should like, yeah, do some poke damage and then I'll
So-
go in. Check it out.
so poke through pillar. When the dive happens, I slowly move up.
And then Widow surprise attack.
Of course.
Yeah,
and then
it's
I-
just since they'll all be
And then I have the
down
Widow high ground, of course.
Yeah, the opposite high ground. Because where the teleport is right now, it's a perfect kill zone to the place where usually the healers run away when the high ground is jumped. Has kill zone over there and also kill zone on the point itself if they go to the point. But that requires that the Widow isn't ambushed on the way there.
Yeah.
So everyone else plays a standard, but Farah plays poke, Widow plays surprise. Right.
Yeah. That's the Widow strat, I guess.
there. So defense, I don't think we can do anything else except for counter dive.
Yeah, there's nothing really.
And then like offense, second point. If dive doesn't work, maybe we could try death ball. Like we have to test it out.
I mean, I don't think Death Ball would be good, but it is good trying to test it out because dive, you can take so much like high ground, you know, second point. You can look, and it's such an easy way to, you know, win if you take high ground.
I'll link something.
I was thinking we could take like high ground, like a death ball comp on second
On
point.
defense, on defense or offense? Offense. I mean, they're gonna be like, after taking a point, they're gonna be, you know, playing on the high ground over here where I'm looking at. Where well, you are, Nico.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're running death ball, if we have like somebody even here, you can just like a long range hero. So I'm guessing like a soldier. So you can just like poke anybody who's up there, and like force them back
Okay.
until they dive. I mean, like I guess.
So we have to run a Reaper then. Like if they dive. Or no.
Well, yeah, it could probably be the continuation of the first point strat with Reaper and Soldier. Where you like, I'm guessing like you wait for them to jump and like have your Reaper like hide somewhere behind the bus until they dive. Then you have the Soldier on top of the bus just poking high ground, making sure that the Soldier or whoever's up there needs to fall back.
Okay.
So then they either like have to engage with like a soldier that's low, that won't like peek, or will be like pressured, and then you can just have Reaper and guess
So basically, Ryan Zarya in the low ground with the and healers of course, and then Soldier Reaper playing around the bus.
Yeah.
Soldier top, Reaper behind.
See the link.
voice chat talk.
Yeah,
Visor, FNX live.
big visor.
I have to log in. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, you can just press like random shit.
Oh.
I have it on always log in, so
Giving you a little extra.
by the way, the Yunba guy, did you misspell or is it called Yunba or Yanba? FNX.
What? It's called with a Y.
Ah.
So what is this? Oh, what's this?
I thought you meant Yanda, because that's salt water. Essentially.
It's YANBA.
YANBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's salt water.
But by the way, I've got to go in like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So.
Yeah, just go then.
I mean. Alright then.
Cause it's gonna take a while. So.
Alright then. Do you guys have the VODs for this? I think so.
I have recorded this. I'm
Alright.
gonna upload it after this.
Alright.
Alright, cool.
Next stream Wednesday, by the way.
Wednesday. Alright. I'll try to make it on Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'm busy or not. But yeah. See you guys.
Okay.
So is this it?
I mean, I can show this video for the people who want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
gonna
like,
stop the
leave
recording.